Creating an IELTS study plan as a beginner can be a crucial step toward achieving a high score. The key to success is to develop a structured and balanced approach that incorporates practice, strategy, and a deep understanding of the test format. As a beginner, it's important to first familiarize yourself with the test format, including the 4 sections: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Understanding the structure of each section will help reduce anxiety and ensure you're prepared for what's to come. To start, you should begin by assessing your current level of English. This will allow you to identify your strengths and weaknesses so you can tailor your study plan to focus more on areas that need improvement. There are many free online resources, practice tests, and study materials that can help you assess your level accurately. Once you have an understanding of where you stand, you can begin to create a study schedule that fits your daily routine. It's best to dedicate consistent time each day to studying for the IELTS exam. As a beginner, aim for at least 1 to 2 hours of study per day, gradually increasing the time as you become more comfortable with the material. It's important to break your study sessions into focused blocks, such as 30-minute intervals, and take short breaks in between to avoid burnout. Start by focusing on one section at a time. For instance, for the listening section, begin by practicing listening to English audio in various formats, such as podcasts, news broadcasts, or YouTube videos, before diving into the actual IELTS listening practice tests. This will help you become accustomed to different accents and speeds of spoken English, which is a key component of the test. It's important to listen actively by trying to understand the main idea, specific details, and nuances, while also practicing your note-taking skills. Next, for the reading section, it's essential to practice both skimming and scanning techniques. Skimming helps you quickly understand the main idea on a text, while scanning allows you to locate specific information quickly. As a beginner, start with simpler texts and gradually increase the difficulty level as you progress. Make sure to time yourself when practicing reading exercises to simulate the time pressure you will face during the actual test. Focus on understanding the structure of different types of texts, such as articles, reports, and letters, and try to answer the questions as quickly as possible. Reading a variety of materials, such as newspapers, online articles, and books, can also help broaden your vocabulary and increase your reading speed. For the writing section, begin by practicing Task 1 and Task 2. Task 1 usually involves describing a chart, graph, or diagram, while Task 2 requires you to write an essay. Start with Task 1 and focus on organizing your thoughts clearly and concisely. Pay attention to the vocabulary required to describe trends, comparisons, and differences, as these are frequently tested in the exam. Once you feel more comfortable with Task 1, move on to Task 2. This will require you to develop your argument, present your ideas logically, and provide clear examples. It's crucial to practice writing essays regularly and receive feedback on your grammar, structure, and coherence. One useful method is to follow a template for your essays, such as an introduction, body paragraphs, and a conclusion, and then work on improving your writing fluency and coherence as you go. For the speaking section, as a beginner, you should practice speaking English every day, whether it's with friends, family, or through online language exchange platforms. The more you speak, the more comfortable you will become with forming sentences and expressing your ideas in English. Record yourself speaking and listen to your responses to identify areas where you need improvement. Focus on pronunciation, fluency, and grammar, and try to speak clearly and at a steady pace. You can also practice by answering common IELTS speaking questions, such as those about your hobbies, daily routine, family, or hometown, to build your confidence. A great way to improve your speaking skills is by participating in mock speaking tests with a tutor or language partner. This will give you a better sense of the test environment and help you become accustomed to answering questions under time pressure. In addition to section-specific practice, it's essential to focus on general English skills throughout your study plan. Strengthening your grammar, vocabulary, and overall fluency will make a significant difference across all 4 sections. Dedicate time each week to expanding your vocabulary, learning new words, and practicing their usage in context. Grammar exercises are also important, as they can help you avoid common mistakes in the writing and speaking sections. Regularly revisiting grammar rules and sentence structures will improve your ability to communicate clearly and accurately. Another essential part of your IELTS study plan as a beginner is to track your progress. Regularly take practice tests to evaluate how well you're performing in each section. After each test, take the time to review your answers and understand why you made certain mistakes. This self-reflection helps you pinpoint areas of weakness that you can target in future study sessions. It's also helpful to review your mistakes with a teacher or tutor who can provide constructive feedback. Lastly, maintain a positive mindset throughout your preparation. Studying for the IELTS can be challenging, especially as a beginner, but staying motivated and consistent will pay off in the long run. Be patient with yourself and remember that language learning is a gradual process. Take breaks when needed and don't hesitate to ask for help or clarification if something is unclear. Celebrate your small achievements along the way, as every step forward brings you closer to your goal. In conclusion, an effective IELTS study plan for beginners requires consistent practice, a structured schedule, and a focus on both section-specific strategies and overall language skills. By staying organized, setting achievable goals, and maintaining a positive attitude, you'll gradually build the skills necessary to perform well on the IELTS exam. Keep in mind that the journey to success in IELTS is not just about hard work, but also about smart preparation and self-reflection.